527, ready for departure.
So how do you know that you're actually ready for a real relationship? Most people are spending a lot of time focused on time, the time in between being in one relationship to another. And this is not about rebounds, because people who rebound, they are not ready for a relationship. But if you know I'm not a rebounder, I just like to take 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months or 12 months in between relationships, then that's not relationship readiness either. So what are some signs that you're actually ready for a relationship, especially after you've experienced a breakup? We're breaking those signs down today, so stay tuned and stick around. And at the end of this video, I have some questions for you to consider so that you can know if you are truly commitment ready. If you're ready to embrace all that love and romance has to offer, then these are your signs. You are excited about love and connection and romance. You don't have to be a hopeless romantic, but you get excited at the idea of love. You're excited to see couples walking down the street holding hands, and it doesn't move you in a negative way. You like the idea of love. And so if you're optimistic about your love life, that is a sure sign that you're ready for love. Why? Because people who are pessimistic about their love life, number one, you are probably still holding on to something in your past that went wrong in a relationship, or either you've experienced other people's past and you have a negative view about relationships. That said, that means that you could be attracting negative or unhealthy relationships into your life. Whereas if you're excited about love, you're more likely to attract healthy relationships that are going to serve your highest good. It also means that you're open to building love and connection with someone else. So you got to be open if you want to have real love. Real love. Sorry, coming back. Second, you are empathetic and you have the ability to express empathy towards others, which makes them feel more supported. So in your future relationship, whatever your partner is going through, the highs, the lows, the ups and downs, you're able to express and put yourself in his or her shoes, which makes the connection more meaningful and genuine, because everybody wants to know that somebody truly has their back, and everybody needs to feel listened to and understood. And so if you practice empathy now before you get into a relationship, you're definitely ready to have a relationship with someone to create that meaningful, blissful, I got you, you got me connection. 3, you are spontaneous. You're open to romantic adventures. This is like why we get in relationships in the first place, so that we can have someone to travel with, to play with, to be excited with. But if you're so focused on your work and other areas of your life, like maybe your family, that you don't have time to really be adventurous, then you may not be ready for a relationship. So I'm gonna challenge you right now in this video to get excited about your own life, get excited about your own adventures, and be spontaneous, because everybody that I know, they love to have a spontaneous partner. Okay, keep the passion and the intimacy flowing. Get somebody who is excited about adventure and romance. And another thing is that you have mastered the art of self-love. So there's self-love can come in so many forms. I think I'm going to touch on just a couple right now. So self-love comes self-care. You are doing the things. You're engaging in positive social communication with people. You're doing things that just feel good to you, and you're doing things that make you feel valuable or productive. You also are doing things that build your confidence and self-esteem. You know who you are and you know how you feel about yourself, and you feel pretty high about yourself. You could probably name 5 or 10 things that are positive qualities or traits about you. And if you've mastered the art of self-love, then you know how to love somebody else, because people who are still struggling with that self-confidence and self-love, it is hard to be in a relationship because you tend to gravitate towards people who treat you the way that you treat yourself. And so you want to be careful that if you haven't mastered that, you may be attracting someone who doesn't mean you that much good, okay? Because they're gonna end up treating you, like I mentioned before, hate to beat a dead horse, but they're gonna end up treating you the way that you harshly treat yourself. And lastly, you are open to communicate and compromise. You need communication to have a healthy relationship. So what is communication exactly? A lot of people are thinking that communication is I say something to you, all right? And you hear me. But communication actually has 3 parts to it. I say something to you. You understand what I said, and then you repeat that back to me. And it's this constant exchange, kind of like tennis, of I say something to you, you understand it, and then you hit the ball back to me. And a lot of times we're in relationships, friendships, business partnerships, and we are just not listening. So this will be a great time for you to begin to hone in on your communication and your listening skills, because a great listener is a great lover. And then compromise. This is a big one. Sometimes it's hard to accept influence, especially if you are older and you're used to doing things your own way and you think that you have all the answers. I'm telling you, you're leading with your ego. Lovers understand that in order for them to win in their relationship, they have to yield to win. You have to give a little in order to get a lot. So are you nurturing your relationship or are you nurturing your ego? That's what compromise asks you to consider. So in conclusion, there's a few things that you need to consider in order to be truly relationship ready. First of all, it's not about a time limit. It doesn't matter if you just ended a relationship 3 months ago. If you have these things in place, you are ready to go to your next relationship. If you're still excited and optimistic about love and about your love life, you're ready for a relationship. You are empathetic and you can put yourself in someone else's shoes when they're feeling sadness or when they're feeling anger, and even those exciting, happy emotions. Can you put yourself in someone else's shoes? Okay, and also you're spontaneous. You like doing different things at different times. You like going to different restaurants. You like trying new things. You like trying new things with other people. Then you want to make sure you have a nice dose of adventure and romance in your life. This makes you ready for a relationship. And then have you mastered self-love, okay? The self-confidence, the self-care, your self-esteem. Are you setting healthy boundaries? Because if you're not, you may not be ready to bring someone into your space. And then lastly, communication and compromise. Super important. If you can do these things, then you are ready for a relationship. Now, I told you at the beginning that I was going to ask you a few more questions so that you can discern your level of relationship readiness. So in the description below, I have left my romance radar quiz for you. It's going to tell you if you are ready for a relationship and what kind of relationship you're ready for. There's no obligation to do anything else. It's going to give you a free resource to help you level up so that you can be fully commitment ready. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, and I'm excited to be bringing you more content in the future. So until then, Black lovers, I will see you next time. Bye.